Hello folks, I'm going to do a review today of a new pressure washer. It's by a company called AVA, which is a Scandinavian company, and they say that their new pressure washer is going to right all the wrongs of the current market leaders. I think we can firmly have a look at Karcher when we consider the market leader here. And some of the things they're looking to address are problems with the hose. If you've got a pressure washer yourself, you know after a while the hose becomes like a bit brittle and stiff. It ties itself in knots that you can never get out. I absolutely hate them with a passion. This one apparently won't do that. It should give itself a really nice flat level base so it won't tip over and therefore break, which is great. We'll see if that works. It comes with a 10-year warranty, which is pretty impressive because most of them come with 2-year warranty and then stop working shortly thereafter. And they say that inside there are basically 4 major component parts that you can easily take out and replace yourself, and they sell the spare parts at cost price. All that sounds great, so let's see if any of it is true. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not on commission for sales on this. They've given me one of these to do the review with, but I can say absolutely anything I want about it, so just know that this is a completely unbiased review. What I'm going to do is unbox this for you in a second, and then they've also sent me out some car cleaning stuff because obviously this is a car channel, so we are going to have a go at this absolutely grim Tesla. The curb finder's been at it again on this. I know people like to know all about the state of my wheels. We've also become a post finder here and indeed over here, and in traditional fashion for this car, it's currently only got 3 wheel trims. So I have got a new set of wheel trims from EV Base as well that I'm going to chuck on there, and I'll stick a link to those in the video description and give you a discount code. So let's get on with this. We're going to unbox this first, have a look at it, see what it's all about, and then of course we'll put it through its paces. Okay, so this is what we've got in the box. There's the machine. It's the P57, this one. There are different options available. Then we've got the lance, and I'll show you more about that in a sec. There you go, there's the lance. Then you've got the sort of trigger mechanism, the main gun there, and that's a stubby one. So if you are doing cars, you want to get in the arches and stuff, you don't need to have the full lance on the whole time, and you don't need to buy an extra stubby gun, so that's good. Then you've got a couple of different sort of spray attachments and things. You do get a little foam spray bottle thing. Obviously they've sent me a different bundle, so I've got the bigger premium one, but you get that as standard, and then some other various attachments there. And you can see the hose is actually built in, so you've got a reel for it there, which should make it nice and easy. And immediately you can feel the quality of this. It feels thicker than they normally do and much more pliable, and they say it doesn't have the memory of normal products. So there we go, that's quite a good demonstration of that. Normally with these hoses, if you fold one like that and then release it, will just stay there, where that's doing a pretty good job of correcting itself. And of course it helps with storage because you just chuck it all back on here and then it goes away nice and neat and tidy. So you can see on the back here, this is where the power cable winds round. You've then got the hose attachment up there, so that's nice and neat and out of the way, and it does feel really sturdy. Right, I'm trying to pull this over, and you have to put so much force on it to get it to tip. You've got all the important bits at the back, the power and the water, and then this is where you're going to be pulling from the front, and that's just not going to tip over. You've got your on-off around here. Obviously it's also on wheels, and there is a handle you can bring up, but that's currently tucked away just to make storage a bit easier. You'll also notice that all the attachments have the same fitting on as Karcher. So that means if you've got existing attachments, things you've spent good money on, they don't need to go into the bin because you swap your pressure washer. You can simply hot swap between the two, which is quite nice. And there's your 10-year warranty card. You do need to service it after 5 years, but you can buy a kit so you can do that yourself. Bit of bedtime reading there. Right, now comes one of the standout features, I think. Who knows, in practice it could be rubbish, but it sounds like it's going to be brilliant. So you've got a short stubby gun as standard, as I said. The main water feed from the pressure washer goes in there. Got your trigger there. It has got a lock on it as well, so if you're, say, jet washing your patio and you're going to have this gripped for a long time, you might get a sore hand or a stiff hand afterwards. Putting the lock on obviously solves that problem, but this is the real bit of genius. So we're going to attach this, and you may think, well, that's not genius, it's just a lance. You literally put it in, twist it round, and then just lock that off. Now, one of the problems that AVA says people have with pressure washers is when they're doing the patio or something, they have to lean over and they get a bad back, or sometimes it can be difficult to get higher up without spraying water absolutely everywhere. What you can do on this one is this. So you can set this to your perfect height, which means you keep a nice straight back while you're doing your patio. There is also a little patio disc cleaner thing that you can attach to this if you so wish, and I think that's all really quite innovative. An innovative pressure washer. Obviously we'll see if it all works in practice, but it's a really good idea. So first job is I'm going to remove the remaining wheel trims. You'll then see the full horror of the wheels that lie beneath and the damage that's been caused to those. We're then going to spray the wheel cleaner around and do the citrus pre-wash.
So I quickly went round with the wheel cleaner, doing my best to protect my modesty here, and then we hit the car with the citrus pre-wash, which was really easy with that 1:9 dilution ratio. All the products at the same ratio, which makes life very easy indeed. And then I just let this soak into the car for 5 minutes before we moved on to the proper foam. Look at that. And again, I just let the foam sit for 5 minutes before moving on to the next stage.
So I've now got the pre-wash on and the foam cleaner, and you can see how it's just dragging the dirt off. I'm just going to leave that for a bit longer, and then, do you know what, I said I was going to do touchless, but they've sent me this microfiber thing, so I think I may as well just use it. Look at the wheel cleaner, how that's all reacted. You see how clean that is compared to before. I'm sure it won't come out completely perfect, so I haven't agitated it with a brush or anything, but it's going behind some wheel trims that will probably shortly be damaged, so I don't think it's going to make a massive difference. Got a bit of splashback on the GR Yaris over here. As far as the pressure washer goes so far, great. Everything's worked fantastically well. It's really easy to swap and change the different attachments. Obviously with this car care kit, it comes with all the chemicals. They seem perfectly fine, to be honest. I'm not an expert on car cleaning chemicals, but they seem to be doing an amazing job. Probably as good as anything that I've got currently. But we'll see once it's all cleaned. I'm not going to put loads of time and effort into this either. I usually would jet wash. I'd then do kind of a contact wash. So I'd have a bucket of water with car shampoo in and washing that. Then I'd rinse it all down. I'm cleaning out my microfiber mitt in between every time that I touch the car. I'm not going to do any of that with this. I'm literally just going to use the products that I've got here and see how I get on with just sort of a quick regular wash kind of thing. But yeah, so far really impressed with that. I think the fact that it comes with the stubby handle as standard is a bonus as well, because it cost me a lot of money to get a stubby handle for my other pressure washers, about 30-40 quid for a half reasonable one. So a bit of a bonus it comes with that. So I'll now attach the lance and that microfiber mitt, and we'll get to work. This microfiber mitt as well, you can actually take this off and wash it, which is quite a nice touch.
So a quick once over with the microfiber attachment. I think that made quite a big difference actually. I then jetted the car off with no attachments, just in between shots here, basically just to clean any bit of residual dirt off, and then I hit it with the Seal and Shine product at the end.
So there we go, job done. The AVA pressure washer has done a brilliant job. I'm really pleased with that. I did also do a little bit of the patio. My legs are now completely covered in filth, and I just did it really to see how well it dealt with the filth on here. You can see there's your before, there's your after. This all needs doing, well, this brick edging needs doing along here, and then I'll have to resand it, but that's for another day when the cars are not on the drive. But I'm really pleased with that. Just one final thing to mention, once you've finished using the pressure washer, they suggest you detach the hose from it and run it for 63 seconds with no water going through. No more, no less, 63 seconds. And that ensures that the machine's depressurized, all the water's out of it, and then you can go and store it away. Obviously, if the weather then freezes or anything, you're not going to have frozen water inside your lovely pressure washer. It has got a metal pump rather than a plastic one. You get plastic ones on a lot of the Karcher stuff nowadays, so that's a bit of a boon as well. But just well worth doing that. It just seems like good practice to do it, so I'm going to do that now and pack it away. It's a great piece of kit. All the attachments do as they say they should. Compared to my Karchers I've had in the past, I've also got a Nilfisk at the moment. I think it's brilliant, and I think it's quite well priced as well. I'll pop the pricing details up for you on the screen. I've also got a discount code from them, which I'm going to pop up on the screen. It's not a commission thing, so if you order one, you know, don't feel like it's going to change my life, but they've just given me the discount code so that hopefully one or two of you that are interested in getting one can save yourselves a few quid. There's also a link in the video description. All those will take you directly to their website where you can order a pressure washer or a bundle, as I've got here. This one again is the P57, version 3 of the P57, and for a normal household, even an abnormal one like mine, I think it's more than capable of your everyday jobs. This will destroy filth on your patio and stuff very, very easily, and of course cleaning the car is a piece of cake with it. And there it is, all stowed away, ready to go back in the shed. And there's the car, all dried and shiny. Thanks for watching this one, folks. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Huge thanks to all my channel members for your continued support. I really do appreciate it.